Okay, now what side are we heading on to? All right, so I think both of these are Aether Current quests. Let me just double check that. And I'll do them soon. Yeah, so True Carrot Crimes and Carrot It's What's for Dinner are both... Yeah, both of those are Aether Current quests, but we'll do that later. First, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the main story, and then I suspect we're going to once we come back over here for the main story, I doubt we're going to go back to the Carrotorium for main story, but we'll go ahead and just do all of the Aether Current quests at one point. And I believe we already got all the Aether Currents here. We just need to do the quests. Yesterday I made the parallels between... Or yesterday I was making the comments about how all of this stuff is built from history texts without the person building them having seen the actual thing that they're supposed to be creating, and how that's interesting. And I think the parallel I was trying to draw was that there's a thing in history, I think it was when the Europeans were colonizing Africa, one of the explorers came back with a description of, I think it was a rhinoceros or an elephant, probably rhinoceros. And an artist tried to draw it from that description, and it was completely wrong. And this is the exact same kind of thing that we're seeing here, where everything they're building is good, and it's similar, but it's not quite the same thing. Anyway, let's talk to Y'shtola and Thancred and continue on with MSQ. The final days will make a brave fool of us all. I don't doubt that. Back to old tricks. By now, Thancred can tell what his friends are up to something. Did Urianger seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I can't understand a word he says, so yeah, pretty strange. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go see if he's alright? Y'shtola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. The thing is, we actually overheard the conversation, so we 100% know what's causing the issue. So let me go ahead and grab this region. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to get that before we end up leaving. Even though I suspect we're gonna come over here for 1 or 2 Aether Current quests, I still wanted to get that right now. And then, let's see, where's Urianger? I thought it said he was up top. Oh, no, he's over here. Or at least we thought he was over here. Oh, there he goes. Urianger seems to be heading towards the entrance of the Bestways Burrow. Nope, let's follow him. We already know what he's working on. Another one of his secret plots. That's for the good of everyone. See, yep, right at the entrance. Like it said. It's a really good thing that we can breathe on this moon. I don't remember if there was actually an explanation for that or not. Besides the grace of Hydaelyn. Where's he headed now? Oh, he's still walking. Urianger ventures off into Mare Lamentorum. For reasons unknown, you must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. That was annoying when you're trying to read dialogue and a burp wants to come up. Follow Urianger from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or you are too far behind. Yeah, we know how to do this. Sure you won't notice me glitching across the world. Don't mind me, Urianger, just petting Argos. Don't mind me. No one's there, Urianger. Just keep walking. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, come on, do you really have to run? You're gonna hurt your knees, old man. Oh no, wait, that's Thancred. Let's see what he, of course, he's just gonna notice immediately. Also, why is his tattoo black now?
Arrival is timely as ever.
Shouldn't it have been, isn't it supposed to be red? Or is it just the lighting here?
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction.
Ooh. I think I know you. I think he means Mombrita, yep.
Who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save.
Louis.
But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
I think Alphanode could help you with that. Sometimes there is no right answer. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can. Would that we had time to weigh the costs. Let's go with that one. Sounds like something Alphanode would say.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
They're all listening.
Saying,
Okay.
curse these ears and that barrel! No matter. We've got our plans.
What are they gonna do? In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. Is there ever a guarantee of success with you, Urianger? 'Tis the reason I set out alone, that failure should it come would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standeth before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity. And so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? Sure. I mean, I gotta continue the story somehow. Setting things straight, Urianger is quite glad for your company. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Atheres. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Okay, what's the ingredient? I guess we gotta run and find him again for him to tell us. Wait, isn't there... Yeah, there's one right over here. An Aether Current. Yep, there it is. Gonna need to check the map to see where the other ones are. Okay, so there's... Yeah, there's 3 outside here. 3 more outside here. but we can't actually get to any of them at the moment. There's one like right here, and then there's one over here, I think. So I'll need to keep a watch out to see if I can get any of them while we're doing the quests out here. Yep, there he is. Hey, Urianger, what's that ingredient you need? Ah, an abundance of Sprongi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation while crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the new Mo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon you to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Okay. I mean, that's what I'm good at. Killing things and all that. You can get on with your mumbo-jumbo magic. Haven't played Dragoon in a bit. But I mean, that time I spent practicing it has made this rotation into muscle memory. For the most part. And hitting positionals is another story, since I do most of this content single player. Usually the enemies are gonna follow me around, or turn, so that I can't actually hit any of my positionals. So I end up just getting in the habit of using True North. Surveying the nearby area, you see no signal of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. Hey nerd, you ready? Done with your mumbo-jumbo magic? ... Urianger remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magicked ink, every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the new Mo. Where is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loperts will appreciate. Brilliant, Urianger! Oh, thank goodness! I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. No, don't worry about us. I can just fly out. Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Brilliant. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Brilliant alone, which means, I'm afraid, you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from Watcher's Place to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we Loperts, and we would be ever so glad if you could lend us a hand. Well, I suppose I should be going then. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet Y'shtola? That's convenient, suspiciously convenient. Nah, we already know what's happening. We don't need to be all condescending. Phew, good. I mean, yes, very good. Let us not keep you then. She said she would be waiting for you in the greatest Endsvale, or somewhere thereabouts. I'm sure you'll find her soon enough. Worry not, Brilliant. I shan't be long. Oh, let's head on back. Go ahead and teleport inside. Okay, we gotta head to the Endsvale, which is this way. Wonder if Y'shtola's gonna be like, what? I didn't call you. And then it's gonna be just like the Loperts to not be able to form like convoluted plans to try and hide this. Moping way. Are you there truly more of your kind coming? I'd rather not be doing all of this. Work for nothing, you know? You get plenty of carrots. Isn't that enough payment for you? Oh right, you still, what did you need me for? Everything is alright with Urianger then? That's a relief. Oh, but back so soon? Oh, brilliant. We thought you'd be away for far longer. A dire emergency? I said no to such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Runningway, a companion of Growingway's, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest? Or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and no... well, if it's really that important, you can try using these balls of moose flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Ahem. Runningway's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in the greatest Ensvale when last I saw him. Let us split up to find him. Okay. Gotta go running around to find Runningway. See if we can find him. Search your surroundings for Runningway. You can move your cursor, zoom, yeah, okay. Gotta find the bunny. I mean, it's none of these people. Well, he's supposed to be running around, right? Oh, there he goes. Ow, that hurts. If that was meant to be a joke, it isn't funny. Yes, I'm Runningway. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your ball of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Huh, that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart us some knowledge of the event, but I know as much as any other loper around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's so funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, and they'd better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I've work to do. And I'm off. Well, apparently he wasn't much of a help. Okay, Growingway. You got some explaining to do? Oh no, you caught him? I mean, really, well done you. Yeah, Growingway. Why don't you explain some stuff to us? Any luck? I tried near the entrance, but there was no sign of him. I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? So, he knows no more than the others? Growingway? Care to explain yourself, Growingway? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry for that. Well, considering that little ear grab you said, I could forgive you. Just kidding. Explain. Afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, What of Urianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with the Living Way? Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand. What? Now hold on a minute. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. If you couldn't be any more obvious. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining of the final days. And this isn't the obvious first solution? They're so innocent. Nice, that's level 87. If some scheme was afoot, surely Urianger would be the first to see through it. Then again, he does tend to give others the benefit of the doubt. I am beginning to grow tired of these games. Yeah, I can imagine. Heart of the matter, Growing Way is fidgeting with nervous energy, but it is from excitement or worry. Oh, what to do? I promised Living Way I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect that the Loports are up to something, but if there's aught to be learned of the final days, I think it would be best we play along for now, at least. Yep, let's play along for now. Let's head on up to the archive. Oh yeah, there's the other two, let's see, name that way and alluring a log. Yeah, those are the other two. So those are the 4 Aether Current quests, and we'll do those a bit later. I'm gonna continue doing the main story for now. Because I can't get the other, I don't think I can get the other 3 overworld Aether Currents at the moment. Where's that teleporter Growing Way was telling us about? To get up to the second floor quicker. One of those? Is this one of the teleporters? Or was that just for convenience? Or just for the story? Okay, yeah, I can't teleport. Wait, whoa, hold on, what was that option? Travel to instance air. Okay, just a different instance. Okay. Unless all 4 of these are teleporters and only one of them works. Let me just look real quick. I think, yeah, there we go. This is the one. This is the one we used in the story. I don't think this is going to be any faster than if I just run back up. Actually, no, I think it'll be slightly faster. Yeah, slightly. Because I would have had to come from the south side and run all the way around. Don't you think the archive would have been the first place we'd check for information on the final days? Right, Growing Way? What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives? The architecture of this place is impressive, though more than a little confusing to navigate. It is too much to ask for clear marked exits, or map perhaps. Just press M. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. It's probably Living Way. Growing Way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here as you well know. Did you yourself not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did. but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Theres, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so others must be kept here. Ah, so that's the Living Ways game. Run us about in circles, and then failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Urianger. He understands what is at stake, but must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, Growingway. Never have we decreed the notion of using the moon as means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Theres and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Theres will escape here to the moon. They will be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Well, you're gonna have to make me. Yeah. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. Do you honestly think you can stop us? I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. You're gonna attack us. That's pretty rash. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene here, where Argos waits outside. Sorry, children. Gonna have to knock you down. Oh, there's another set. Come on. There we go. Wrong button. Fat fingered my backflip. Sorry, kid, but you don't stand a chance against me. I'm the warrior of light after all. Oops, wrong button. Fire and Moonstone. Yes, slaughter the bunnies. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for. Okay, so we gotta head outside. The thing is Urianger gonna try and stop us, or is he gonna just be like... Or is he gonna be like, yeah, I get what you guys do in this. Because if my theory is correct, the people that they've contacted on Theres is Charlian. If that's the case, then we're going to be able to... Or rather... It's going to make even more sense that they want to stop us. Because Charlian probably sees this as the only chance of success of surviving. Again, assuming that the people they contacted are Charlian. I could be completely wrong on this. But I don't know who else it would be. It would make sense because they were stockpiling everything. There you are. Didn't rough them up too badly, did you? Right across Argos Chasm? No. Dr. Yushtola first. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Urianger. Didn't Urianger literally just talk about how he didn't even attempt to try and do the other plan?
What do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
This is gonna be his chance at redemption.
why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Yeah, there we go.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self. A declaration of one's hopes and
This pans over to
aspirations.
Thancred.
Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Trying to save it.
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance.
Occasional.
One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee.
Overrate the ink.
Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Livingway's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
Yeah, we gotta keep that as an option.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Got the gemstone. Oh no, the flower. That flower. How came it into your possession? Hydaelyn gave it to me. How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis, of course. You would do well to remember that name. I say of course like we know what Elpis is. We don't know yet.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! course. And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Oh, there we go.
Agreed. The Charlian Forge.
She figured
yes?
it out.
What? How did you know?
Yeah, she figured it out. It's pretty obvious.
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Yeah, we're gonna need to fill everyone in before we go and talk to the Forum. I'm glad they just flat out went and said it. We didn't have to like figure it out, be like, and make it a big reveal. It's like it was blatantly obvious. A declaration of hopes and aspirations. I hadn't thought of it that way before. The Loporits may be in good hands now, but that doesn't change the fact that the plan is a last resort I'd rather not employ. Let's see it doesn't come to that, but the first in all the other reflections. The Loporits think so highly of the people of Aetheris, yet it seems this evacuation plan is the only way they know to express their adoration. If we had been more clear in our intentions from the start, maybe we could have avoided this wrinkle. Something to keep in mind in the future. I chanced to spy you crossing the chasm, and I feared something was amiss. But all is well, and more importantly, I've been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. The others were so happy to hear Urianger is going to stay and teach us all about Aetheris. We'll have to be careful not to get too distracted by his lessons. There's still maintenance to carry out after all. So Urianger's just got a bunch of willing students. I'm sure he's happy. Nice to meet you. Name's Puddingway. Sorry again for all the trouble. We promise we'll do better. Honest. Well, that was all rash and embarrassing, wasn't it? At least we're on the same page now. People and Aetheris. We'll save both, or at least give it a good try. Make sure everyone listens to Urianger, would you? Tell Growing Way I've looked forward to our next walk together. You Loporits sure are an excitable bunch. Well, it's not as if we've been waiting 12,000 years to meet the people of Aetheris. Oh wait, we have. But that's neither here nor there. Under Urianger's tutelage, we'll strive to become more hospitable hosts and see that the moon is fully equipped to meet the needs of its potential passengers. There's little I can do to help stop the final days, but should you need to know of the star traversal, look no further. Such knowledge I can offer in abundance, so do not hesitate to find yourself wanting. 'Twas a relief to see Living Way was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow scions. When next I return to Aetheris, I pray I find you all in good health and spirits.